Hello, guys, and welcome back once again to the Global Esports Valorant Underground Scrims. Once again, we're here with one of the most known teams again because they've played already the team EXE and the team KAIZEN against each other this time around. In today's matches, it's going to be a best of three, and we are going to see which one of them is going to win. Because as for Team KAIZEN, we've seen them play, but for the EXE, I in particular hasn't seen them play, so I in particular don't know what their mindset and what their strategy is going to be for these matches, for these top three matches. And if they won the first two, it's going to be over for the other team as well. But at that same time, the other team can also take that cue for themselves as well. So we will, in the end, have to see which one of those two teams are going to take that prize home. Which one of those two teams are actually going to take today's matches for themselves. Because as for the KAIZEN, we've seen them play last the day before yesterday, the last Friday, if I'm correct by from my mind. So we saw them play in the Friday matches. They were amazing. They did a great job in holding out their position, holding out their strategies and everything. Because the first map today is also going to be fractured, so a different play style for the team, a different routine or rotations from the teams that we're gonna see aside from the Heaven Bind or any other map as well. But in the same time, if we talk about the map of today's map, there's a 2 to 3 different key points that you actually need to know about this match. First of all, there's only two, attacker side and defender sides. A and B is a section, but there's also a mid that you can actually go through and take the enemy by surprise. So either you can go from the attacker side spawn, the defender side spawn, and at that same time attacker side bridge. The bridge, once again, is solely mostly heavy contested, and at that same time in favor of the attackers, as they are the one that can actually utilize that. They have more covers than the other teams that other than the B section. But on the other section, the team B, the B side spawns, the B towers and everything, they have a great chance of defending that position as well. They don't have to just move out from their position and can actually hold on to the attacker side bridge. But there we go. We're finally on to the screens where the teams are selecting their agents. I see Flick YT, Paradox. These two guys have only selected their teammates from the team EXE. But look at that, team KAIZEN is already locked and loaded with their a team section as well, with Chamber, Shredders got that Sova, Agent AK got that Brimstone, Xeno with that Astra, and in the very end we are seeing a raise from OPM as well. So these guys actually played a beauty in the last matches, in the last time we saw them. But now we have to see if Team EXE is going to be that team that can actually give them a tough time, because as the three players, Devil May Cry, Escanor, and Myth hasn't picked up their characters. But there we go, finally Escanor with that Chamber, and there's a Jet from the Devil May Cry, and last but not the least, is he gonna select? There we have it. He's gonna take that Viper. So a Viper section? No. Oh my god. A Brimstone and a Breach into the same team section. And there we have it. The teams have been selected. Brimstone, Breach, Chamber, and Jet alongside Reyna. Oh, so that can be a thing. So Brimstone, Breach, 2 breaches on both sides, but 1 Brimstone. There's only 1 Brimstone that can actually deploy his moves and give out some tough times. Because if you know how to use the Brim, they're getting that B for themselves. They're getting that B area. And we have to see if they're actually going to be holding off their B position. Are they actually going to be able to do it or not? In this case, just look at that. A 1 versus 2 situation. Team KAIZEN finally once again in a pickle. And there we have it. Reyna did its job getting that elimination. Paradox is definitely going to go for that defuse. And a third win for the team EXE. They're getting like a super like early aggressive onto the team. They're getting a super early engagement onto the teams and winning this map. We're seeing them like win out this section for themselves right now because of one small move, one wrong move in this section after this area can lead up to their demise. Team EXE has to be really careful. They don't have to like go for that early engagement. They don't want to do that because if they do, that can be a potential threat for the team. That can be a potential threat for them as well. But once again, we're seeing the team KAIZEN going straight up from the B3 section, B mains, and maybe B side. Devil May Cry this time has an operator as well. 5-man straight up going from a singularity location. Let's see if this one is going to bring them a win or not. Just look at that. The Boombot came into that location but couldn't do anything, couldn't find anything. It got destroyed on its own after some time. But team, are they actually gonna push, or this is just a bait? Because the way that these teams are actually holding out their position, it's not looking at a bait section. But let's see. Generator area, canteen area for the team EXE. But look at that, Dino with that beautiful ultimate, getting that first kill. But look at that, OPM still using a Marshall. Is that a Marshall or that is a like operator? We have to see. I think that's a Marshall from what I see. And the teams that are actually holding out their positions, nobody's making a move. Nobody is actually going straight up for that aggressive. Team KAIZEN knows that the team is actually going to hold off to that position, so they're not going for that aggression. They're actually going for that holding off in this location. Well, ultimate point, can he actually get it? No, he chooses not to do it. Oh my god, Dino once again eliminating Devil May Cry onto the A section from the main section as well. A side from the A main section, he just got him eliminated, making all of the defenders goes towards the A, and there we have it. The elimination, nothing happens. The plant actually succeeded, and no, the plant actually couldn't succeed in that area, and there we have it. Defender wins over this match by default because of the time, and still one more like win for themselves. Fourth win in this section. Team EXE having that fourth win, that is giving out them a head start. Team KAIZEN this time is struggling. Today, the Team KAIZEN, we're seeing them struggling in this area. They're not like actually doing their uttermost best. They're not giving out their 110%, but we have to see how the next two matches still gonna like put them, and even the second half of this match, because we see KAIZEN Esports usually like look out for the like enemies, look out for the enemy side, their rival teams in the first matches, in the first half, in the second half as well. And after that first match, they start to go for that aggressive moment. Are we gonna see that today as well? Because right now we're seeing them struggling in this area. And look at that, their formation. The team KAIZEN's formation is one solo player on each section, on each of the corners of the match. A B bench, B3, and at the same time A hall, A dish. All four of them are there, but one player in the B link, he's just holding out their position. And there we go, Dino has been spotted, but Escanor coming in with the clutch on Shredders. Dino eliminating Mets. 1 versus 1 situation happened, and both of them got a trade off elimination. But Team KAIZEN still on to the lower edge side. Why? Because there's only 3 of them left. It's going to be a 4 versus 3 situation. Team EXE is still composing themselves. They're not like going straight up for that call outs and those rotations as of there right now, but the way that they're holding out their positions is just amazing. But there we go, Flick Whitey finally against his AKZ Agent AK. It's a Vandal against a Wendell, but Paradox came in from the back, eliminating Agent AK as well, making the fight again a 1 versus 4, in which case Dino may just go out for that save for his gun. Maybe he's gonna go for that save or not, we don't know that for sure. But there we go, once again, operator shooting on the Devil May Cry getting eliminated. Defender wins this time again, and the way he's holding out his position, Escanor eliminating him in the very end, making him not save his operator at that very last moment. And there we have it, a 5-man elimination onto the KAIZEN once again, and Team EXE with a 5 wins for themselves. Look at their kills. Paradox 7-6 from the Escanor side, 5-5 Slick and Myth. But Devil May Cry only 2 kills for this guy. Devil May Cry, I'm actually seeing this guy stays into the backside. This guy does not over push, over aggress onto the team, hold out for their position, and he actually like looks out and on each and every single of the sides. He does not let himself get like killed into that areas that people usually make mistakes, and that is what gets him the win. But there we go, once again from the replay, the Myth actually like eliminated the guy Xeno inside of that smoke. So, but in the very end, Escanor, this guy Escanor, I have to say, the chamber from the team EXE side, the Escanor guy, if it's either the Marshall, if it's either his ultimate, he actually comes in sometimes with a clutch. But we cannot forget Dino as well, because he got the chamber as well. He can actually use that ability. He can actually use that ultimate sniper one shot as well onto the teams and make his team like get that uttermost chance as well. But right now, the team that is winning is the team EXE. Escanor and Paradox, maybe straight up going for that like a competition between them for the kills, because 7 and 6 right behind each other, just 1 kill difference. But on the other hand, if you talk about the KZs having that 7 kills on Dino TV, Xeno getting that 3, 2 on the shitters, and at that same time Agent AK and OPM only having the 1 kill. They're kind of in a pickle. Talking about the kills, they may have some good amount of kills, but the wins are what's putting them in a pickle this time around, because EXE having that 5 kills, and on top of that KAIZEN having 0 wins for themselves, and this map, in the fracture map, is giving them a hard time, and maybe even demotivates them into the next match as well, making them not play very good. But the time will tell about that after the second half, because this half we're seeing finally Team KAIZEN trying to make their work, trying to hold off the position at the B section, the B side, the B towers, and at the same time, if people come from the B main, they also have a chance of eliminating them. But look at that, Xeno getting a Devil May Cry eliminated, Mitz in the backside, can eliminate Xeno, can he get that headshot? And there we have it, Mitz got that 1 elimination, and at the same time, Dino YT with that headshot onto the Myth. Myth is dead as well. Finally, Team EXE, you may just be struggling in this location. They're not going straight up for that whole position. Dino YT, he can actually go for that elimination, in which case he actually does, and there we have it. Shuritas getting that final kill onto the Escanor, making their first victory in this match in the fracture map. This is going to be their first victory, and I have to give it to the Myth side. Like the way that Team KAIZEN was actually holding, the Myth actually was a beacon for the team, coming from the back, eliminating 1 player, making them think that they might actually stand a chance, like they always do from the back section. But this time around, KAIZEN was like, nope, you're not going to come back from the backside against us this time. You may have taken one of our blood, but not the others. And they actually got that kill this time. But once again, the fight is on. Team still going for the B section, B side, and can they actually hold off this position? Oh my god, Reyna is going to use his position, his location to get that kill for himself. Look at that, OPM with only 5 HP left manages to get that kill onto the Team EXE. On the other section, we're seeing the Team EXE actually making a move, eliminating 2 of the same Team KAIZEN. Once again, Shredder's got a kill, but at the same time was killed as well into the crossfire. So only 2 versus 3 situation. Paradox have to go for that diffusion. Can he actually go? Can he actually defuse the spike right now in this location or not? And at the same time, we're seeing Dino going over here. Myth getting Agent AK down. Agent AK being eliminated, but at that same time, only 5 HP. No, he was not able to get into the safe side. Escanor actually eliminated and making KAIZEN lose one another round, making the fight once again 5 points above them and into their favors. Team EXE, I'm seeing them. they're straight up going for that defending. They know that they're defending and they're not overcommitting to any of that side. They know that they need to hold out their positions, that they need to stay into a section of that area so they don't get like eliminated by the team, so they don't get like finished off by them. They're calm in the situation, they're calm in their locations, and they're not overcommitting. On the other hand, Team KAIZEN right now, they're panicking. We're seeing them panic a hard time into this section. They're trying to get those kills. They're trying to get into their like A side or B side to plant the spike, but they're failing. Why? Because they're solo staying into that location. But there we go. Finally, once again, a beacon of foe from the shooter side, eliminating one of the KZ, one of the EXE actually players, making the 5-5 versus 4. KZ may just stand a chance this time, may just they're not overcommitting this time around. But look at that, Shredder is the guy that just got that kill, also got killed, and finally the fight once again happened. Flake YT getting that kill onto the Dino this time around failed to actually hold of his aim onto the Flick side, and only did a tiny amount of 13 damage from the backside. We can see Zeno coming on to Flick YT and getting him down as well. Miss is also dead from the Zeno. 2 eliminations straight up from the Team KAIZEN. The fight is back to the 2 versus 2. A beautiful trying of holding out that position onto the Team EXE. Can they actually do it? One operator shot on the Zeno can lead up to his demise as well. He's looking. Devil May Cry is holding out his position. He actually shot. He actually threw the shot, threw the gun over to that section. But look at that. The blocking side, the smokes have been deployed. Devil May Cry straight up going for that aggression. Getting Zeno down. What just happened over there? Beautifully done by Devil May Cry. Getting that final kill. 2 kills back to back. What just happened? A beautiful use of the Wendell leads up to their win. Once again, Team EXE, even though they were not very good in this round, even though they were struggling at the very start, from the very start, they still manages to pull this off for themselves, getting that kill, getting that position, getting that win for the team, once again making the fight of 7-1 into their favor. So they've only lost 1 match into this whole charade, into this whole fight against the team, into the fight against the Team KAIZEN. But we have to win. There's still 3-4 more rounds until the actual changing of the side. So are they actually going to be that good as they are right now into the attacker side as well, or they're just going to struggle same time as the Team KAIZEN is right now doing? But looking at the Team EXE, once again, 2 elimination, 3rd elimination. Devil May Cry got that kill, and at that same time super close to the team. What just happened? They did not even stood a chance. Team KAIZEN tried their best from the 8-ish side, but was annihilated within a second. The fight was over before it even started. All 5 of them were at that same position. Agent AK got Paradox down, but Devil May Cry and Escanor came in for the clutch. OPM and Dino died straight up, making the fight 3 versus 4. And Devil May Cry with a beautiful operator shot got that elimination from the backside. We saw Escanor eliminating Shredders as well, and Devil May Cry saw his death right on his face from the backside. We saw Flick came in for the rescue and saving this guy as well, making the fight finish before it even actually started. So they only lost to 1 player this whole fight. But once again, they're fighting the Team EXE, trying to hold out their position, and at that same time, Astro's ability to divide the whole map into 2. Let's see if that is going to be into their favor or not, in which case Flick once again got that elimination, and 2 players from the Team KAIZEN has been eliminated. 3rd person, 4th person, leaving only 1. Flick with those 3 consecutive kills. Zeno is the final person right now, and if the Flick gets that kill for himself, that is going to be the 4th kill. But no, Devil May Cry is going to get the rest too, making these 2 players getting the full 5 kills for the whole team into this match. Fight is by 9-1. Team is really struggling. We're seeing the Team KAIZEN actually struggling today. We're seeing them actually not standing a chance in today's fight. So we have to see Because one wrong move in this location, one wrong move in this area, one changing of the sides can even lead up to their demise at this point. Team EXE has to really be careful in this location. They have to be really good in this map. They have to know their position, even onto the attacker side, to actually win this location. But there we go. So a drone came out, a myth got it down, operator in a hand. Team EXE finally holding out that A section this time. They're trying to hold out that A side for themselves from the drops and the main section as well. But we're seeing one player from the link section as well. One or two players actually coming from the links, and actually two players from the drop can be like a potential threat. But look at that, OPM getting that beautiful kill, 2 killed, 3 killed, 4 killed. What just happened? Team KAIZEN straight up with those 4 kills, leaving only one player from the team EXE this time. It is Sick Flake, and can he actually get it done? No, he couldn't. The Vandal headshot got Sick Flake eliminated, and that was all. 5 players are still alive from the team KAIZEN into this match and getting those beautiful kills for themselves. Team EXE this time around on the B section, A section actually, did not even stood a chance. The same fight that happened against the team EXE versus team KAIZEN on the, if I have to say, A dish side, is the same way this happened at the A side. A dish is on to the team KAIZEN Esports, but this time around, EXE Esports, but this time around team KAIZEN on the A side. Same position, same annihilation from each and every one of those sides. The fight wasn't even over before it even started. Once again, the fight has started. The teams are at the attacker side bridge. 1 versus 1 trade off. From the backside, we can see Devil May Cry coming into the area. Dino also having an operator holding out his position, not overcommitting into this location, trying to go towards the A side, maybe from the tree, maybe from the attacker side spawns. We have to see if he's actually going to be able to do it, or the team EXE may just get into the time, may just reach into that area in time. Look at that, there's one player just holding out his location. He's baiting out for the team whole EXE at the B section, at the B side, so the rest of the 2 players can actually go into the A section, plant out their spikes. But look at that, Team A, Team KAIZEN at the A section. Now they're going to be struggling. Now they're kind of in a pinch spot. Why? Because they're against a 4-person standing against a 2. And on top of that, I don't even think that they even have the spike. The spike is at the attacker side bridge. They have to actually go to the bridge side to get that spike, to go for that spike, to plant it at the A section. But look at that, Devil May Cry, operator once again, and the second kill from the operator as well, making an easy win for these guys. Team EXE finally getting that 10 kills. Again, a pistol round. The spots, the locations have been switched. The positions have been switched for the teams. And this time around, let's see how the team KAIZEN is actually going to do against the team EXE that is going to attack onto them, and they have to defend out their location. Because on the attacker side, we saw them really not was able to do that. They were not really able to hold out the attacking positions. But on the defensive side, we have to see, are they going to actually hold out the A section for the defense, or are they going to go for that B? For right now, we're seeing them 2 players A side, 2 players B side, and 1 into the A rope section, just waiting out for that opportunity that the time may give it to him, the time may provide it to him, in which case Devil May Cry is not going to let that happen. Team KAIZEN once again struggling, if I have to say. KAIZEN, HNAK finally getting Paradox down. The fight is a 4 versus 4 situation, in which case EXE is actually this time around struggling. Look at that, KZ getting those 3 kills back to back for themselves, surely getting that 2 and a 1 from the other side of the team KAIZEN as well. The fight is a 4 versus 2. One wrong move in this area for the team EXE can lead up to their both player demise, and at that same time, if KAIZEN goes for that overcommitment, they also can get eliminated. So we have to see, in which case Sick Flake got that Agent AK down, making the 5-3 versus 2 situation. The headshots from the Shredder is definitely coming. The recon bolt is gone. The location may have been revealed, but no, Devil May Cry is still alive, still a safe section. The Ghost versus Sheriff is happening. Shredder with that 74 HP, and at that same time, Devil May Cry, I believe so, with only a lousy 13 or maybe 18 HP for his side. The fight is actually going hardcore in this area. The team EXE, they're struggling in this location to actually go for that aggressive mode, to actually go for that rush. But look at that, Shredder getting that damage. But there we have it. Devil May Cry has been eliminated. Six Flake has also been eliminated, making the fight a win for the team KAIZEN. This may just be that cue. This may just be that opportunity for the team KAIZEN to actually make a comeback before the team EXE can know their positions, can know their locations, and think of a strategy for the defender side. The team KAIZEN has to make sure that the point difference that they saw, that they let the team EXE get for them to close that gap, to get that gap closed in, making them the winner for the first matches as well. But look at that, Marshall from the Devil May Cry, a straight up headshot on the KZ Dino. Dino is already down, but look at that, KZ OPM giving out that counter attack with another headshot from that Vandal side. But look at that, Myth once again with that classic, getting Agent AK down. The fight is back to 3 versus 2 section, in which case Team EXE may have the upper hand. Team EXE having the upper hand for themselves. They're going for that plant. They're going for that spike plant in this location, in which case B has been planted. The team has to actually go OPM, but those are beautiful headshots. I have to say, the fight goes towards the 1 versus 2, in which case Myth actually has to hold out his position. One wrong move in this location can lead up to their demise. In that case, that actually happened. OPM going for the defuse, and at that same time, Zeno got that final kill for the team, making another win for the team. The fight is back to the 10-4, in which case we're seeing a comeback from the team KAIZEN. KAIZEN actually is coming back on when it's their time to defend this area. But I have to give it to the OPM with those 2 beautiful headshots back to back. Oh my god, that was a beautiful section from, that was a beautiful display of the gun, if I have to say, from this actual guy, OPM. Non-stop, man, non-stop. This guy was actually amazing. But once again, match has started. Let's move towards it, in which case Devil May Cry actually provided some damage onto the enemy side. Team EXE may just go for that aggressive mode, may just struggle trying to get that B section for themselves, either from the bench side, the Raider side, or the tunnel side, because A, it's totally a free now. B is actually was filled with 2 players, a 2 or 1 player at that point. One player went into the backside, the other player died. Recon ball, shock dart came in, made the spike almost impossible to plant, but they still managed to get that plant done. The fight is still happening. Devil May Cry here in this location as well. Zeno going for the fight as well. We have to see if Astra is going to be able to do that wonders for the team or not. The fight is back to the 4 versus 2 situation. Myth is over here shooting 1 headshot onto the Agent AK, but OPM getting Myth down, making the fight 1 versus 3. And there we have it. The fight is actually a 1 versus 1. Zeno has to actually go for that plan. He actually have to go for that, in which case the defender win. Once again, the plan was successful, and he got that not killed. They wasn't able to kill either of each other. They couldn't kill themselves. They couldn't kill each other. But I have to give it to, if I have to say, the Rays this time. OPM. The way OPM just straight up went for that half defuse, and at that same time sacrificing himself for the last player to actually defuse the plant. It was just amazing. Fight is back to the 5 by 10, in which case the uttermost advantage that the team EXE had in the first half it's kind of looking bad for them right now, because the team KAIZEN Esports is actually slow and steadily moving forward, is actually coming for them. They're straight up holding out their position. The same tactic that team EXE did when they were the defenders, and 1 headshot from the OPM getting Paradox down. Agent AK has been also eliminated. Devil May Cry died by Shredder. Getting even missed down before actually dying. Sick Flick eliminating Shitters. Fight there's a 3 versus 4, and they're actually playing the catch with the spike. Don't drop the spike, it's gonna explode right in your face, so don't do it, and make sure you actually go for that plant as well. But look at that, Sick Flick He's actually coming. Dino already is out there waiting with that operator. One shot, even on the body, even on the head, can be a dismissal for the team. But Escanor, talking about this guy, he has a spike. He's not actually like going for that aggressive mode. He's actually holding out his position. He knows that if he moves forward, there's a high likely chance that he's gonna be that guy that is gonna get eliminated, that is gonna get finished. So he's playing it safe. He's playing it safe over there. But look at that, OPM. Once again, I'm going to say the team KAIZEN is actually outperforming after the second half, and I have to say to them that the first half that they actually lose, I'm seriously convinced that they actually lose on purpose the first half. They think about the strategy of the teams. They give a handicap onto the other team, making them vulnerable for the other half. And that is the time that the team KAIZEN actually strikes back, actually makes their move back, eliminating with a heavy margin and getting those wins for themselves constantly, making the team EXE still thinks that they might have a chance. Why? Because they have an uttermost advantage onto the winning side. They only have to win 2 or 3 games, and there we have it. The fight is once again started. The fight is actually happening at the B section, the B side from the B main, in which case the team KAIZEN is actually holding themselves pretty well in this location. They're actually holding themselves pretty well. But Escanor, once again, with that beautiful shot, getting that Agent AK down. Fight is a 3 versus 3 situation, in which case EXE actually can go forward. Team EXE can actually go forward and may just be able to get that kill for themselves as well. But look at that, a recon bolt is happening. The fight happened. Shredder's actually eliminated 2 players before dying by 6-flex close quarter. Marshall, what just happened? Straight up fight is again a 2 versus 1 situation, in which case Team EXE, for them, the situation is not looking really good. The situation is not looking good for them. But once again, the last person from the team EXE is actually moving forward, actually trying to go into the A section, the A side, to plant the spike. He's actually planting the team KAIZEN. On the other hand, they don't know the locations. They don't know where the last person was before the plant. But once again, the plant has been done. Sixflick has the operator as well. 1 shot. That's all it's gonna take from this guy's side. Actually, it's a Marshall, not even an operator. So he has to be really playing it safe. So he has to be really playing it good. In which case, 1 headshot did the wonder. Second headshot, no scope. Flex side. What just happened? He got those kills. He did that 1v2 onto the team KAIZEN, getting that 11th win for the team. Oh my god, this guy is doing wonders for the team. What just happened? And on the other side, if you have to talk about this guy's a flick. He's actually a flick master. He wasted 2 or 3 bullets in the very start against Reyna, but on the other hand, he has to not use his reload. He wasted another ammo, and that last bullet is all it took to eliminate the whole second player with a full almost HP. 1 headshot was all it's gonna cost him, and he actually pulled it off. Once again, Team KAIZEN may just straight up go for that safe side, may just straight up go for that holding of the positions. But look at that 2-2 split, 2-2 split from A ropes, and at the same time B side and a dish section. And oh my god, look at that. I have to give it to the OPM. OPM actually doing wonders with the Vandal. As soon as this guy has the Vandal, OPM has the Vandal, he actually do wonders. But look at that, Devil May Cry actually managed to kill him off, get that Vandal, but couldn't get that another kill for the team. The fight is back to the 4 versus 2 section, in which case Paradox is getting that kill. Paradox is gonna have that 1 kill, second kill as well. The fight is against 1 versus 2 situation. Paradox, he has to actually pull it off. He has to actually get that kill for themselves. But no, Zeno is going to do 1 headshot onto the boy. And that is all that is going to take for another win for the Team KAIZEN Esports as well. Team KAIZEN Esports getting that 7th win on the other contrary side. Team EXE having those 11 wins. And I have to give it to the OPN for this round. OPN, the way that this guy actually used the Vandal in the first section of the area, and straight up eliminating two without even giving them a time to react, without even giving them a time to actually go into the safe side. That was just amazing. We can actually judge how good his Wendell is from that one particular movement. But once again, Devil May Cry moving for that aggressive mode. Dino is holding out that position. He's not actually going, but look at that. One shot in this location. Can get that kill. One kill from the Dino. Dino is once again ready. The splash has been done. The shots are happening. Shredder's got Slick Flick YT and the Paradox by OPM getting a third kill for this guy. Dino on the other hand got that second kill. The fight is a 1 versus 5 situation. Dino has to actually make a move. One wrong move, in which case Dino did not even did that wrong move. Got that a full third kill actually for himself, making another win. An easy peasy win for the team. 8th win by 11 win for the team EXE. The timeout has started. We're going back. Dino had a great opportunity to shoot in the random section of that smoke and actually may just get that kill, but the way that the team KAIZEN actually hold themselves off, made sure that no one actually got through that. As soon as they knew that there was a 4 to 5 players into that section, into that area, into that, if I have to say, a drop, or maybe it was I think it was a drop or a main section where the teams were actually coming, and as soon as they knew where the enemies were, they used all of their ultimates, they used all of their abilities to make sure that no one actually comes from that side. And I have to give it to the chamber could have made an easy work for that area as well for himself, and at that same time, the way that he actually had the his ultimate over there, he could have actually pulled some kills off. He could have actually got some kills for them himself, but wasn't able to get that, wasn't able to make sure that he can actually get that kill. And that weight was the area. That weight was what made him lose that great opportunity. But how can we forget Flick YT? The way he actually pulled off those 2 headshots, making it 11th win for his team. That was amazing. And after that, the team EXE hasn't won a single match afterwards. But look at that. From the backside, we can see the KZ Dino just holding out his position, getting that second kill for the team as well. 2 players from the team EXE straight up getting annihilated, straight up getting finished up. Agent AK using everything on his disposal to make sure that they win and to make sure that they get that kill for themselves. And the final player, let's see, no, it's actually got those killed on Agent AK and Dino TV as well. The fight is back to the 3 versus 1 situation, in which case Shredder's got that final kill, making sure that no one stays out of his sight. Sova is actually performing really good in this location. As soon as the 2 players from the team KAIZEN actually loses, this guy is the 3rd person to aggress onto the enemy side, onto the team EXE. Make sure that if he can actually make them hold off their positions, he do it. He won't leave a single moment for the team to regroup for themselves. He straight up go for that aggressive mode. He straight up slams into the enemy side, even if it costs him his life. And most of the time, he actually managed to get that kill. But once again, the 10th match for the team KAIZEN and 12th match for the team EXE has actually started. The fight is back to a 9 by 11, in which case Team KAIZEN had the uttermost disadvantage. But looking now, they're coming close, and Devil May Cry, whereas his position is revealed, he also manages to use that what is it called, a knife tactic to eliminate the drone as well, making sure that he doesn't waste a single bullet for himself. But look at that, Dino Whitey again with that operator, holding off his position, not overcommitting, if I have to say. And that is one of the reasons Team KAIZEN is actually clutching themselves, pulling themselves back off from this area. Agent AK got that position for themselves as well. OPM eliminating Six Leg, and the final player Myth has also been eliminated, making another win, making another flawless win for the team KAIZEN. And back again to the scoreboard, we can see 11 win for the team EXE, that one before the second half switch of the match. But after the second half switch, we're seeing the team KAIZEN struggling as they were They're not anymore. They're straight up winning out each and every single one of those fights for themselves, not giving a single amount of time for the team EXE to hold off themselves, calm themselves down. They're making sure that they don't get attached to that attacker side, in which case Dino got that one elimination. Beautiful use of that teleporter after getting that kill, making the fight a 5 versus 4 situation. Another operator shot. Dino getting another kill. Second kill from that operator. Waiting out for that third, waiting out for the team EXE to come forward, to come to them, but Flick YT, he actually got Dino down. Dino's over here. One again, we're seeing both of those fights, both of those operators clashing against each other, in which case Dino got that damage on him, but Dino using the headhunter get that Devil May Cry down. Finally, OPM is dead as well. The fight is a 3 versus 2 situation. Dino has a definite chance of winning this location, winning this situation for himself, as he's using his ultimate, as he's making sure that none of his moves actually go to waste. But from the backside, we can see Paradox being here on the Spike. Spike has been down, and a sick Flick getting those 2 kills straight up for himself, but that can be a 12th win for the team. But no, defender wins again, making the fight even on both sides. 11 by 11 point section, and the way that the team KAIZEN actually pulled themselves out from the very bottom, it's just amazing. It's just awesome. Oh my god, I have to give it to these guys. OPM and Dino, 22 killed from each of these 2 players. On the other hand, Shredder's got 16, 12 for the Xeno, and HNAK got 9 killed. What just happened? Dino and OPM are single-handedly annihilating this whole lobby, this whole a match for themselves as well. What is going on? But the Hellfire is on. Did not hit a single player. KZ, they're actually going to hold out this position as well. They might just win this first match. The trade-off eliminations from the both sides came in. The 4 versus 4 fight is once again happening, but there we go. OPM with that beautiful headshot, getting that 1 player down, 1 player eliminated, and at that same time, OPM, the Boombot, got a second Flick YT down as well, making the KAIZEN having the upper hand for themselves this time around. KAIZEN is not going to let anyone come into the closed section. Chamber is over there waiting out, but look at that. Myth getting AK down. The fight is a 2 versus 2, in which case a Brimstone, if I have to say, is kind of low. Is 75 HP, but on the other contrary, KZ Dino, he's not making a single move. He's out there waiting with that beautiful shot. Dino got that Escanor down, making the fight a 2 versus 1 situation, in which case Dino got that a second kill for himself as well, and as well to win for the team KAIZEN. What just even happened? We were seeing them struggle in the very start, in the first half, and I'm super convinced. I'm actually convinced after this fight that they actually used the first match, the first half, as a bait for each and every single of the teams, and that's how they've been playing for the past 4 to 5 days, 3 to 4 days, that they led the first half win to the other team, and after that, after the first half is done, after they know their positions, after they know their strategy, they just straight up goes for that counter attack. That it gives it a slight idea on how active mind they are and how active they're gonna be. But look at that, Paradox getting Dino eliminated. Dino is down. Team KZ kind of in a pin spot in this location. Agent AK also holding out to position. Team KAIZEN this time around is straight up going for that aggression, in which case Agent AK got Paradox down. Reina is eliminated, and at that same time, Devil May Cry coming from the back. Shredder is from the back of that area through the wall, has been eliminated. Devil May Cry also got that second kill. Dino coming from the backside, eliminating Escanor, and at that same time, Jet killing OPM as well, eliminating Dino. Fight at the 12 versus 12. Overtime may just come into this location. Overtime is finally happening. The way the team KZ actually wasn't able to hold themselves out in this position, wasn't able to look out for their positions as well. That was just amazing. It was amazing from the teams, from the sections of these players as well. But EXE and KAIZEN Esports, we have to see how the team are actually, which one of these teams are actually going to pull this clutch off for themselves, get that win, get that first round for themselves, because I have never seen this thing aside from those normal matches, in which case overtime comes in. Team in the competitive map coming straight up from like the bottom line side over to the top, making the other team give a super hard time. And that is what's happening right now. Devil May Cry once again with that operator. He's ready. He's out there waiting. Let's see if he's actually going to be able to do that or not, in which case Devil May Cry has to retaliate into the backside. He has to retaliate back, but Myth from the backside is also coming. Devil May Cry with that operator getting Dino down. A 6-click YT. 6-click YT wasn't able to do anything as OPM straight up went on his face for that elimination. Devil May Cry, he's going to do it or not, because of one wrong move. One wrong movement from this guy's side can lead up to his demise, in which case Paradox come from the backside and eliminated OPM before, like not before OPM could even actually eliminate the team other person as well. And look at that, Team KAIZEN coming in with a clutch, 3 players still standing, getting that 13th kill. And finally KAIZEN Esports, as they were attackers, they're back on the defending. They have a chance this time around to get that beautiful win for themselves. And actually, with that, the first round will go towards them. But is a Team EXE gonna take that lightly? Are they gonna actually take that lightly? Because they're the attackers, they have to go for that plan this time. And if they do plan this area, if they do plan over to the A side or the B side, that can be a hectic situation for the Team KAIZEN as well. But in this case, look at that, Recon Bolt coming in, Zeno getting the 1 player down, the 2nd player down. Oh my god, 3rd from the Shredders, but at that same time, Paradox eliminating Zeno and Shredders as well, make the fight a 3 versus 2 situation. Team EXE is not looking really good in this location. OPM can actually make a move right now. OPM can actually come forward and may just be able to get that kill for himself, but no, OPM chooses not to do it. And at that same time, the stim beacon was down. They were like stimulated from the stim beacon. Paradox is also over there holding out this location. They're not gonna like waste any of the opportunities to make sure that the plant, that the diffusion does not go up, that the diffusion does not happen. They're gonna try their best. But look at that, Dino once again with that operator, couldn't able to do it. And there we have it, the aggression is happening. Agent AK getting Paradox and Myth alongside OPM getting their 13th 14th win. And there we have it, the 14th win and the first round going towards the Team KAIZEN, even though they were having that oh my god, the chances for themselves. Like the fight in the very start, it was just 1 versus 10, 1 versus 11. But after the switching of the sides, what even happened? How did even like this team manages to pull himself back out from the bottom line, got those kills? It was just amazing. They knew what to do. They knew the strategy of the other team, and even though they knew it, they still struggle in the very end section of the fights and everything. But still, they still managed to pull them off, get that first win for themselves. Team KAIZEN is going to be that team that is going to take that first win for themselves. But talking about the overall average combat score, 231 from the 6th flag, 22 kills. Paradox with that 226 on the 20th kill side, 190 from the 18 kills. Escanor having that 178 average combat score, 16 kill, 162 on to the mid side with only 14 kills. But Team KAIZEN that got that first win, first victory for themselves into this match. Look at that, 284 average combat score, 27 kills on to the OPM side. Dino on the other hand, 24 kills and average combat score of 265, 209 for the Shitters. Zeno 187, and at that same time, Agent AK having that 152 average combat score with a 13 kills. So Team KAIZEN beautifully got that first kill, beautifully got that first kill for themselves, first win for themselves as well. So it was just amazing from these guys, the way that they actually manages to play this, the way that they actually manages to get that win for themselves. It was just amazing. And the way that they actually pull themselves out from the very bottom side, it was a commendable. I have to say it's going to be commendable for them as well. But we have to see how the next match, how they're actually going to play. And after that, if there's going to be a final round as well, if the best of 3 is actually going to happen. But before any of that action can actually happen, we're going to go over to a short break. So you guys don't go anywhere. Get your snacks ready because we're going to be right back after this short break. hello and welcome back after the short break, after the short while, everyone. Once again, we're back to witness the fight against the team EXE and the team KAIZEN, even though KAIZEN actually turned the fight up for themselves in a uttermost advantage in the very endless sections as well. They were struggling on the 2 by 10 against Team EXE, and after the first half switch, the fight was just all for themselves. It was like as they were served this map, and they easily got those kills for themselves. But on the other section, in the very end, in the 12 by 12 section, we saw the team EXE also making a comeback, making it go one overtime, and that was the first overtime that we saw into the underground Valorant scrims. But once again, the second map, best of threes, we're gonna see the next map is gonna be Breeze, and the way the team actually play Breeze, they can either use the mid sections, they can either go from B windows or the A shops, the cave section for themselves as well to get into their positions, to get into their location. In which case, the Breeze is one of a map in which you have all three sections interjoining you from anywhere of the map, anywhere of the place. You can go from if you're in the mid sections, you can go to the attacker spawn, defender spawns, the B main, the windows actually, or even the A or B's sites as well. In which case, you can plant the spikes, you can actually get that areas for themselves. But being on the B sections, the most disadvantaged side is that there is an open area that you have to be really careful about. Once again, back to the match, we're seeing the defenders have already picked up their agents this time. Team KAIZEN has already chosen up their agents, in which case Jet, and there's shitters with that Sova, Cypher, Viper, and at that same time, Zeno is also having that new character as well. Myth, on the other hand, from the team EXE is also taking that character. But look at that. Once again, Kaios. Two Kaios each side. Let's see how Breeze is actually going to be optimized for them, or it's going to be really bad. Because we're seeing also Devil May Cry this time around, again using Chamber. Last time we were seeing he's using a jet. This time around it's going to be a Chamber. He's straight up going to go to be a sniper. We can deduce it from that he might just chooses up the snipers. Guns and everything, and on top of that he also have his ultimate that can actually give him a free sniper as well. But once again, Breeze this time around attacking goes towards the EXE from the very start, and Team KAIZEN is actually going out for the defender side. The meta can be changed. The teams may have a different chances in this map, so we have to actually see if the Team KAIZEN is actually going to be able to hold themselves off, actually going to be able to make sure that the teams actually make sure that their position is there, make sure that they're not over aggressing, or at that same time are they just going to take the team EXE for themselves, straight up going for that aggressive mode, straight up going for that fights and everything for themselves, making sure that they win this map, that they win this fight for themselves straight up as on the very start of the map, getting that at the most advantage of the kills and everything, or not, because this may just be that push that either of these teams need. If either of these teams pushes forward, if either of these teams actually move forward to fight with the other team, there is a chance that the other team might struggle, and even they might struggle if they don't know this map, they don't know this position. Once again, it's taking kind of a longer time. It's kind of a little bit of things from that happening. But there we go. The buy phase is here. The teams are already into the sections, buying out their gun loadout for themselves. The gun loadout is finally here, and judging from the areas, the side pick, map pick, they're definitely doing the KAIZEN Esports to the side of the defenders, and at the same time, EXE chose this map. Okay, so this time Team EXE, it's their favorite map. It's their map of choice, and we have to see if they're actually gonna be able to utilize this map choice for themselves to get out that beautiful, like maybe killed for themselves into this match, even killed or anything in particular for themselves as well. Because one wrong move or one like at that same time, if EXE is not utilized to that attacker side, they can be in a potential threat. In which case, look at that, KZ Dino TV getting that beautiful kill right at the very start, losing most of its HP. Only 31 is left, but from the backside, Devil May Cry got that kill. Devil May Cry got that second kill, third kill as well, fourth kill. It's gonna be an ace for this guy if he can actually pull it off. But look at that, OPM getting Paradox down, making sure the Devil May Cry knows his position. This can be an ace for the Devil May Cry. It's all up to the time. It's all up to that situation. In which case, there we have it. Devil May Cry straight up coming with that ace. The fight was a 1v1, and he got that ace for himself. The Team EXE straight up starting with that aggressive ace for themselves. GG. And a well played situation, if I have to say. Just oh my god, it was just amazing. The moment we saw KZ Dino making a move, we almost assumed that the KZ may have the upper hand. But look at that, the way Devil May Cry actually played it off, the way he actually got the four kills back to back. It was just amazing. Even on the lower HP side, with only 10 HP, he managed to get that shot onto the Jet side and got that ace for himself. But GG and well played. But second match has started. Let's see how Sick Flick is actually going to do it. And all of them, all of the players actually coming from the cave section, coming from the cave side to attack into the area to plant out that spike. And one wrong plant can be their dismissal. Just look at that. OPM eliminating Devil May Cry this time. The guy that pulled out an ace last time is the one first to die. The fight is actually happening. KAIZEN Esports, a 3 versus 4 situation, in which case KAIZEN is only 3-man standing. Xeno is coming with just a classic. This was the eco round for them. They straight up went for that save. All three of them are staying together, and one shot, one AR can lead up to their demise as well. In which case, the myth is finally stranded. Six Plate getting Dino down. Zeno got myth down as well. The fight is happening. The fight is actually going on. In which case, look at that. The last guy, the Viper, manages to come from the back to save the day, getting second kill for the team EXE. Once again, this time around, we're seeing the team KAIZEN not making like heavy moves, not like overcommitting the moves that they have, and at that same time, judging from the positions, they're losing the first few matches, if I have to say, maybe because of their own, maybe because they want to know their like enemies or rotations, enemies mind thinkings. They want to get into their minds, think, making them think that they can actually win the match. And after like sometimes they finally do their comeback. Look at that, the fight has already started before we can even talk about it, and KZ finally getting one player eliminated, and Myth got that kill for himself, makes 4 versus 5 operator on the OP. One shot is all it's gonna take, and there we have it. The shot has been done. No luck on getting that elimination. And on the other hand, talking about the OPM's HP is gonna be super low as well, kind of super low. And at that same time, nobody's making a move, nobody's coming forward. And as soon as someone is gonna show their faces, OPM is gonna use that operator to try to get those kills for himself. Once again, he's out there ready. He's out there waiting for the B main section, for the enemies to come from the B main, from the rotations that they're going to do, and maybe hold out their positions as well. But look at that team. EXE into a very good start, straight up changed out their locations, going straight up for that A side pyramid area for themselves. And look at that from the backside. Zeno got that myth down. Devil May Cry got Dino down, and once again he's out there ready for that fights with his ultimate. The ultimates may just do wonders for this guy, but KTOPM, this guy is only with an AWP. On the other hand, it's going to be a classic, but close range, Devil May Cry getting that kill, and at that same time, straight out of that kill, Devil May Cry got eliminated by Paradox. EXE, another plan. The fight is a 1 versus 3. OPM, the only hope that he can actually achieve is to go for that save, is to go for that save of the gun, because this guy has an operator. He doesn't want to lose that operator at this point. So They have to be really careful. This guy has to be really careful. Just look at that 6 flick with just 7 HP, actually. Not just 1, but 7 HP. So a one shot from even the long range, from even a classic, can do wonders. That's all it's going to take. That's all it's going to cost the other person to get eliminated. But once again, the fight is not happening. So, sick flick staying into the backside. The attackers have already won. The fight may just happen, in which case Opium is finally going to get that 6 flex kill. The wait is over. They manages to save that gun. On top of that, a beautiful, and I have to say, a beautiful kill for themselves, and to the very end section as well. The way Opium changed his position, the way that Opium actually manages to get out of that pickle fight to get into the safer side and even get on top of that a kill is just commendable. But once again, Team KAIZEN is not able to get those kills for themselves into the very start section. This may just indicate that after the second half, after the first half, they're going to try their uttermost best. They're straight up going to go for that aggressive mode as soon as they're into the attacker side and get those kills back right for themselves as well. One wrong move, I have to say it again, one wrong move from either of these teams that we're constantly seeing throughout the matches are leading up to their demise. But I have to give it to this guy as well, Devil May Cry. The way he actually started the match with just beautiful flicks and everything from his guns, from his shots, and got that ace. It's just amazing. It's just beautiful. But once again, the next round, we have to see how the thing is actually going to pull out for them, how the thing is actually going to go out, and if they're actually going to be able to hold themselves off against these Vandals operators from the team EXE this time. The team KAIZEN, talking about their loadout, just look at that. One Marshal, one Operator, and on top of that, nothing else from any of their teammates. So Dino's TV is kind of disconnected, and we're all waiting out for him to rejoin back into the match so the match can actually begin. This gives even the teams enough time to rethink of their strategy, rethink of their positions, and make sure that they actually get that beautiful, and I say a beautiful comeback for themselves as well. Both of these teams now have a chance to think about their strategies, to think about their positions, to think about their uh, gameplay style, that I have to say, because KAIZEN already won one of the matches, and making EXE win the first 3 matches may just indicate for themselves that the team KAIZEN is actually going to let them have those first 3 kills for themselves as well. But we have to see how good is it going to be after the second half, after the first half, how the teams are actually going to go with the fights and everything. Once again, Dino TV is back on. He's online. He's going to buy maybe a good gun because he has 3,100 credits. He can actually buy even a Spectre on top of that, a good shield, a full shield as well. So let's see what his loadout is going to be, or is he just going to go for the eco round as well with the classic and everything. But best of 3, one win for the team KAIZEN. The first round, it was a win by KAIZEN, but now into the Breeze map, we're seeing the team EXE once again having the upper hand, once again having a good advantage for themselves. But how long is that advantage gonna last? How long is that advantage gonna be into their favor? Because as soon as I know KAIZEN is gonna move out into their paces, it's over for the other team. It's over for the team EXE. So the team EXE either have to make sure that the team KZ cannot get onto their feet on time or just kill them. But look at that. Operator shots from the Opium side. Got that 1 kill onto the mid with that headshot, but couldn't dash out in time. He was stuck, and that was what made him got eliminated. Once again,
right here.
Shitters not making a move. The fight is a 4 versus 3 situation, in which case the team KAIZEN is having the lower edge. But there we go. Paradox getting that kill. Shredder's getting that headshot onto the Paradox side. The both Sobas engaging with one another. But Team EXE having the lower hand this time. Oh my god. The Wendell's 2 shots. Back-to-back headshots. What just happened? And there we have it. A 3rd shot from the last person of the team EXE. Got them the kill as well. GG, man, I have to give it to this guy. Last match there was someone else, but this time around another Wendell headshot user is finally here. The way like the Viper actually used it, the way that the Viper actually utilized the headshots, and look at that, the Viper versus a Viper headshot. It was just amazing. He knew where to aim. He knew where to hold out that position and wait out for the enemy as well to shoot before it. It was just amazing. But once again, the fight is back on. It's a full by 0 right now in favor of the team EXE. Sick Flake YT. He's out here waiting with that operator to go out for that fight. And there we go. One shot on the 6-flick YT, Opium getting that myth down, and at that same time, Viper with that beautiful elimination onto the Opium as well. Dino TV, once again, he's outside of that Viper's ultimate, maybe going for that plant, but look at that, what just happened? 2 kills back to back. Shredder's got that 4th kill, only 1 kill more, and he could have that ace as well, but no. KAIZEN finally coming in with the clutch. 4 players still being alive and getting that first kill for themselves. It's just going to be amazing. Only player that died actually is, I believe so, OPM from the team KZ, because he was Jet at that time. Jet is OPM, yes, most definitely. And he actually got that elimination. KAIZEN once again, maybe coming in with a comeback as well. But 1 win right now against 4 win for the team EXE. Let's see. 5 versus 5 situation once again happening. This time around, we're seeing the team attacker side, the team EXEs, using the cave again from the spawn side, attacker spawn. They're using the cave to make their move into the pyramid section, into the A side, and the drone that came out. I don't think it's going to do wonders, but look at that. Shredders with that Hunter's Fury eliminating Paradox. Paradox, who has been eliminated. The shot on Devil May Cry is going to lead up to his demise as well. Team EXE, finally we're seeing them struggle. Look at that. Dino with that headshot. Dino with that headshot. And the spike is finally down onto the A section. The only player that is standing is Myth. And Myth finally got that 1 kill. But no, look at that. Team Ace this time, baby. No one got home. No one made it back without a single kill. Each and every single player actually got 1 kill into this match. OPM, Dino, and at that same time, Agent, everyone else got that 1 killed. Got that 1 kill for themselves, and that is what made them win this match. 2-4. Finally, the team KAIZEN is making a comeback, is making a run for themselves, and making a comeback for themselves. And that is the opportunity, if I have to say, that they needed for a good comeback. They know their locations, they know their terrains and the positions, and with that, they're doing a comeback. Look at that, Zeno with that beautiful headshot onto the Paradox. Paradox has been eliminated, Agent AK eliminating Myth as well, and look at that. OPM was not able to see anything and died by the hands of the Viper. The fight is a 3 versus 2 situation, in which case KAIZEN having the upper hand right now, and a most definite, a beautiful upper hand. In that case, Sake of Flick, what just happened? Straight up close range, scoped on, a headshot from a Marshall, making the fight once again almost a 1 versus 1, in which case, if I have to talk about Cypher does not have that much HP on him. 1 or 2 shots, that's all it's going to take. No shield, no nothing. This guy does not have anything, and 1 shot from the Sick Flick can actually eliminate him. Sick Flick Whitey using those smokes, using those throw abilities to get into the cover, but at that same time has been spotted. A 5 HP on Sick Flick. The fight is against a full HP Viper against a Sick Flick with that Jet with only measly 5 HP. Are you going to go for that plant? Are you going to go for that planting of the spike of A or B section? Because right now the actually Jet is going from the B main towards the B side. They're going to go for the plant, but look at that. Oh my god, quick thinking from Viper. Agent AK using his abilities, getting that kill. He only had a 5 HP, and even stepping a foot inside of it was enough to get him eliminated. But this shot, Sick Flick with those flick shots, man, it's just amazing from this guy. The way he actually flicks onto the enemies, the way he actually shoots each and every one of the enemies to get those kills for himself. It's just, man, amazing. It's just beautiful from their side. But once again, the fight is back again. The fight is back on. OPM without operator this time. You have to see if the B is going to be hold off. Is B going to be defended or not? In which case, OPM got that one kill onto the Paradox side. Paradox, who has been eliminated, making Myth think that he's going to be over there, giving enough time for Zeno from the backside to do a headshot onto the player as well. And look at that. KZ not even losing a single enemy is finally down to the full face enemy side and not even losing a single HP, making each and every one of their enemy lose their players. A flawless win, not even a single annihilation, not even a single finish off from their side. It's just amazing. But Team KZ once again making the fight a 4 versus 4, 4x4 section. Map pick was from the EXE, and the map, even after Team EXE has picked out the choose out the map, they're still not able to get a hold of themselves into this location, into this position. They're not we're seeing them struggle into this area. We're seeing them struggle into this location, and that struggle can be their dismissal in this position as well. If they don't pick themselves off, if they don't get themselves together, that it can be a potential threat to this team for disqualifying, for not winning today's matches. But look at that, a Devil May Cry, one annihilation. So with that ultimate, a beautiful shot right on the body, right on the enemies, getting him killed. The fight once again is happening. The team KAIZEN is not looking really good. The team KAIZEN finally lost 2 of their players. Onto the other contrary side, the team EXE hasn't lost a single player. They're still over there with all 4 of them, all 5 of them alive, and making sure that nobody gets that kill. But Zeno got that kill. Viper has been eliminated. Viper who's been eliminated. Zeno is also going to make its work. And look at that. OPM getting Paradox. Devil May Cry out as well. Six Flick with Shredders. And OPM being eliminated. It's a 1 versus 1. EXE as a Jet. A beautiful use of that flashbang onto Six Flick and getting that headshot in. 5th win for the team KAIZEN. And a beautiful win. The way he just utilizes flashbang into the very end, I have to give it to this guy. I have to give it to him, man. The way he actually used it, the way he actually threw that off, making sure that the enemy was going to take a look at over there, giving him enough chance, giving him enough time to make a comeback out of it, to make a comeback out of that position for themselves. And that is the reason we're seeing the team KAIZEN still playing into this map. Look at that. 1 win from a match has already been done. What one wrong move, Zeno, this time. What did you do? You jumped out of that way, and that was all it took you. But OPM coming in with that clutch, getting that elimination. Beautifully done. The fight is back on the 4 versus 4. Nobody's going to come out from the cave side. Nobody's going to use that cave or the cave sections, the sharp side, to come into the A side as well. They're going straight up for the B section. They're going straight up maybe for the mid or B into this area. But look at that. Myth finally moving back to the A, trying to get the hold of the pyramid section. Myth does not know OPM is in the front side. OPM is right in front of this guy. He's going to throw that suppression, but OPM is going to come in with that clutch. Operator, one more. What is happening? OPM with those operators. He's just annihilating everyone the way. Oh my god, it's just amazing. From the backside, we're seeing Agent AK eliminating one of the Viper, but Paradox coming in, eliminating Viper as well. The fight is back to the 1 versus 2 situation, in which case OPM finally got that damage, and Ultimate is going to make its job. Ultimate is going to do its job, in which case OPM is going to get that kill. 6th win. KAIZEN, 6th win. What is going on? We were seeing KAIZEN struggling into the very starting of the match, but as the matches go, once again they knew how the play style of the team and how the play style of the team EXE is, and at that time they started to work on their counter. They started to work onto their comeback, and right now what we're seeing is Team KAIZEN having the upper hand, whereas on the first section, onto the first five, we saw the Team EXE had the upper hand. Look at that. OPM getting that elimination. Paradox on the other hand eliminating Xeno. Xeno got eliminated, but at that same time Paradox getting OPM too. What just happened? Two kills straight up from the Paradox. Third kill on Xeno as well. What is going on? Okay, actually it's two kills from each of the teams. Both teams has actually got two kills. Suppression on Shredders, and on top of that, a beautiful, like a if I have to say, what do you call a flashbang, but no, onto the whale shooter. Still got those two kills, and making sure that no one wins this area. What just happened? The boy tried to revive his teammate. He got revved, but at that same time got annihilated. Shredder is the final point for the enemies, getting that fourth kill. GG's and a well played. KAIZEN 7 wins, and on the other hand, Team EXE with only 4 kills. The final round is upon us. They have to use each and every single credit they have saved up until now. If I have to talk about OPM, the way he actually used the actually operator, it's just amazing. But we have to give it to Shredders this round, the way he actually made sure that no one came in from the cave. No one actually utilized the cave for these guys' disadvantage. It was just amazing. He actually turned the disadvantage into his advantage, into his team's advantage. But once again, the final round is here. KAIZEN has to defend one more time before they move forward to the attacker side. The ultimates are being used. Look at that. Oh my god. Agent AK getting 3 kills straight up down, but Myth is that guy. That is going to stop Agent AK from those kills. The Team EXE with only one person remaining. The fight is over here. Zeno getting that kill. And with that 8th kill for Team KAIZEN, utilizing each and everything that they have inside of that cave section, getting those killed, getting that win. It's just amazing. I have to give it to Dino. Dino was a bait in this whole fight, going inside, giving out the call outs on how many enemies are there, and on the other hand, HNAK is straight up killing those 3 players before dying to the 4th one. It's just amazing. It was just beautifully played out by the Team KAIZEN this time, beautifully outperformed by them. But now once again, the Team KAIZEN is going to be into the attacker side. They have to go for that pistol round, in which case we're seeing a ghost in one of the players' hand. Agent AK is using a knife, a hack axe, if I have to say. Axe on his hand. Is he not going to use a classic or something else? But look at that. The match has been posed. Shredder, OPM, both was disconnected. Finally have been reconnected. What just happened? All of them got disconnected, and they're finally reconnecting back. Slowly and steadily, we're seeing them connecting back into the match. 8x4, still a half section, halfway fight is still happening, but the way that the teams can actually now think of a comeback, the Team EXE now have a chance of actually coming back, as they're in the defender side. We don't know if they wanted to be the defender side, if they wanted to be the attacker side, because in the attacker side they may have won the first 3 matches, but after that, Team KAIZEN came in with the clutch, got those 7 wins for themselves before giving one more win towards the Team EXE. The fight is still an 8x4 section, in which case KAIZEN having the upper hand right now. Can KAIZEN even gonna let Team EXE stand a chance in this area? Are they actually gonna go for that best of 3, or this is gonna be the final match for the teams this time around? Only the time will tell. Only the players are gonna let us know as they play forward, as they win the matches forward. That is something that we will know as the match progresses forward. But once again, all of the players are joined. All the players have reconnected. Talking about the kills, we're seeing 9 kills from the Devil May Cry and the Viper onto the Team EXE. But look at that, KZ 15 and 13 kill respectively on Shredders and OPM. Zeno having that 11 double-digit kills. 3 players having the double-digit kills for themselves. But on to the other hand, if we do talk about the death section, the Team EXE having that double digit deaths for themselves. Four of them having the double digit, but one person, Viper, only having like nine, just one away from the double digit section as well. So we have to see if they're actually going to be able to pull this off for themselves. Are they actually going to do a comeback? Because if team EXE wanted to use this map, this is now the chance. This is now the movement moment that you must utilize each and every single of your ability in this pistol round. Get that win for yourself. Make the margin even less and less for the team, so you can actually have a chance of staying into the matches. If you, then you have a chance of actually staying, playing, and making sure that nothing is actually going to stop you from proceeding into the next round. So, because one wrong move into this sections, one wrong call out from each and every one of them can lead up to their demise. But again, we have to see how the teams are actually going to do, because there's three ghosts on the team Kaizen of one frenzy, and on top of that, the other team, the team EXE, having those two ghosts, one sheriff and two classic for themselves as well. But the match will tell. Are they going to use the pyramid sections to plant the area, to plant the spike? But talking about the team Kaizen, as they go towards the attacker side, as they move towards the attacker side, we're seeing that yes, this team is actually going from the elbow, the main section areas, the B main actually, to straight up go for the B, or maybe they're going to use this opportunity, utilize this opportunity to straight up go for that like a mid area, the mid stacks, pillars, or use that opportunity to take out that mid nest bridge section, go to the side, plant at A. We've seen them like hold out their position at the A section, right? We have seen them hold out their positions, do a great job at the A when they were the defender, but this time around they are going to be the defenders. They're going to be attackers actually, and look at that. The finally attackers are actually happening. OPM straight up here getting one kill, and at the same time straight up going for that aggressive mode onto the B section. He's gonna reload. He's gonna use that frenzy. Not gonna do any good because from the backside, Dino and Zeno came in with the clutch, eliminating two. Finally, he died as well, only leaving 2 versus 3 situation, and in which case, Devil May Cry, he's using his head hunter, not knowing that he cannot do anything good with it. Devil May Cry died along with YT, making 9 to win for the team Kaizen this time. Oh my god, a pistol round goes towards the team Kaizen as well. And the starting up from the OPM side, straight up with the headshots. Welcome on to the team EXE with those headshots was just amazing. But now the fight is 9-4. Team EXE still have to, like, if they want to come close to them, if they want to be equal to the team Kaizen, they have to win 5 consecutive rounds. They have to win 5 rounds so they can actually be in the same spot as the team Kaizen as well with a 9-9. But no, Six Lake Whitey, he's ready. He's over here engaging, ready for the fight. Once again, using the shots, using the Marshall, doing some damage onto the enemies, getting straight out of that charade fight. And from the backside, we can see OPM eliminating Six Lake Whitey as well. This may be the chance of the team Kaizen to go out for that plant at the A pyramids. The pyramids plant have been done. Zeno at the same time is taking a look at the back, in which case Paradox is coming from the back. The headshots are connecting. Myth is going to eliminate Agent AK, and at the same time, Zeno eliminating Paradox. All of the teams, all of these fights, all of the players dying in this section are just in a split second, leaving only one person, Devil May Cry from Team EXE, as their final hope. And as we see OPM from the backside using a Spectre, it's actually coming. The Recon Bolt made it move. Backside Shredder came in, eliminating Devil May Cry, getting that 10th win. This may just be the win for the team Kaizen. This may just be a 2-0 wins onto the team KAIZEN as they are progressing slowly and gradually. And as they're progressing gradually, we're seeing them not giving out a single chance onto the team EXE for their wins, for their comeback into this map. Even though, if I have to say it again, Team EXE was the one that picked out the map, and the side was picked up by KAIZEN. They knew that their weak spot is the defender side, but they still managed to get that defender side done, got that area for themselves. And now, as an attacker, they're not going to let a single opportunity move by them. Paradox got that damage on him, but at the same time, look at that. He's trying his level best to make sure that the fight actually is in their favor. DK is happening. The team is actually getting into the fight. The fight is definitely going to start, in which case KAIZEN is going to have still 4 players. But at that same time, look at that. Team EXE just lost 3 players right at the very start. 4th player being not lost, but of making the fight of 2 versus 2 situation. Beautifully done. The only 2 players are surviving. Only it's a 1 versus 1, in which case Myth got that kill elimination for himself. And on top of that, the 5th win for the team by defusing the spike. The fight may just last longer. The team KAIZEN may just lose this fight after now, because the Team EXE, they're finally catching up to them. We're seeing them finally catching up to the Team KAIZEN strats and making a counter attack for themselves as well. They're countering each and every one of the moves, and I have to give it to this last guy, Mythman. The way he just used his Vandal, his jump used his actual gun. He was just amazing. And on top of that, the Vandal is a hard gun to even control, a gun to be hardly controlled as well. And on top of that, he actually controlled it, eliminated the boy into a mid to long range fight, got that kill. But look at that, once again the fight is happening. 2 players straight up elimination from the Team EXE, getting annihilated. Only 3 players are left. Myth, Chamber, and Jet is going to be the only 3 players from the Team EXE right now alive, taking the B mid wood doors. And at that same time, if I have to say, the Archer sides, can they actually hold out their Archer sides position or not? In which case, Dino TV, he's trying his best to eliminate OPM. No, but Shredders was that guy that killed Sick Flake. Myth got Shredders down as well. The fight is 3 versus 1. Myth has to actually know his location right over here, in which case Agenic is not going to let that happen. Headshot straight up connected, and Myth, he's dead. Fight is back to 11-5. Team KAIZEN straight up having the upper hand, straight up having a good amount of chances of winning this second round as well for themselves, making sure that the fight goes towards them, making sure that they get this win for themselves as well. Because as soon as I've started to seeing the teams, it always goes towards the third round. It always goes towards the final fight. But today we're seeing a new killer from the Team KAIZEN Esports, making sure that they don't let anyone stand into their way, making sure that they don't let anyone utilize this opportunity and get that kills for themselves. But once again, Team EXE trying their level best to hold out that position, but is not able to do that as Team KAIZEN is gradually rushing onto them, aggressing onto them. The team is there too. There's 2 or 3 players at the same time, in which case Sick Flake fighting finally got Opium down as well. Opium has been eliminated. The fight is a 4 versus 5 situation in favor of the Team EXE. The constant fight on the Team A Pyramid A side has started. KZ losing 2 players, and at the same time EXE losing only 1. We're seeing Team EXE having the upper hand in this position, but look at that elimination from the Viper side. The fight is a 2 versus a 4 situation. 1 wrong move into this area, in which case it is finally a 2 versus 1. Finally, oh my god, Sick Flick YT with that beautiful, and I have to say, headshots from this guy, the Marshall. It's just amazing. The Marshall that this guy used, the Marshall that he actually aggresses onto the teams. I have to clap out for this guy. I have to give out a huge clap onto these guys. The way the Team EXE this time around holded themselves, made themselves a push out of the areas, get those kills for themselves. It's just amazing. And the team that was going out for defense is finally going out for that attacker side as well. They're going for the attacking. Once again, cave has been contested. Double doors, the mid doors is also over there. Ropes area, if I have to say. and mid door wood doors may just use that, but shop is right now being used. Six Flick once again with the Marshall headshot may just happen, in which case Zeno did not let that happen, eliminating Six Flick YT, making sure that the team EXE is not here, is not into this area. They're planting the spike and using each and every utensils that they have. Look at that, Agent AK with a beautiful headshot, eliminating Paradox, a flashbang onto the Viper side. Viper still is going to take a look, still is going to use a headshot against them, eliminating them, but Agent AK at the Viper as well is not going to let that happen, making the fight against a Chamber versus 4, and there we go. Shredder's got Devil May Cry out, 12-6.
Match point.
The fight is a halfway throughout both of these teams. One like a wrong move. Still, if I have to say, one move that they're doing is wrong. It's a match point for the team KAIZEN. They have to really come out. They have to make sure they don't leave their positions. They stick together. Give out a beautiful cover from the backside as the team KAIZEN that we see give out to each and every one of their players. Even though if there's one of the bait from like any of the teams, the rest of the KAIZEN, they make sure to utilize that as a potential information for themselves. They don't let any of the players' information go to waste, and there we have it. The fight has started. Viper inside his ultimate, waiting out for Opium, getting that headshot on him, getting that first elimination. The fight, the 4 versus the 1. The nowhere to run. Hunter's Fury is here. Damage may be on to the Viper, but no damage. Backside, we can see the player has been spotted. Miss got Zeno down. Zeno is eliminated. The fight is a 2 versus a 5. Team is not in a good position, and there we have it. Paradox getting that kill. 7-12. Is this going to be a comeback for the team EXE? Is the team EXE actually doing a comeback in this position, in this location, in this vicinity of that area? Because we saw them. We knew that they were doing a bad move in the very start, but right now, at this point, they are not giving out each like a single amount of wasted moment from any of those sites, and the way that they're not giving out any of those sites, any of those areas, it's just amazing. Once again, the fight has started. 1 round for the team KAIZEN to win, and that's all that it's going to take them to win the full 2 rounds. Make sure that they go forward, that make sure that they win this round as well of the Valorant underground scrims as well. So the fight is for the scrim, the fight is for this position. Let's see which one of these teams is actually going to win, because KAIZEN this time around straight up went for that aggression. Just look at that, it's a 5 versus the 3 versus 4, in which case Devil May Cry finally came in with the clutch, and as the Chamber that's super low, he still managed to get that kill. But look at that. 6 Flick YT. He got Agent AK down. The fight is a 2 versus 3. The fight is a 2 versus 2. Zeno got that kill with a bulldog. Fight. Once again, Devil May Cry can make a wrong move, and at that same time, both of these teams can make a wrong move. Oh my god, that is a super sad. Team KAIZEN this time around was not able to even hold out their plant as well. A good initiative from their side, but not a very good defending. Once again, team EXE won this round, making the fight 8-12. Only 1 round. KAIZEN only need 1 round, so they have to be onto their toes. This is not the time to take it easy for the team KAIZEN as well, because 1 wrong move, as we're seeing, the team KAIZEN is getting really easy with their formations, with their movements, and that's what making sure that they are not getting that win, the final win that they need for today's matches, to end today's matches, to get those kills for themselves. Once again, match has started. They're straight up going with the mid section, the mid bottom, mid pillars, and after that they're going to utilize this position to get into the forward side. But talk about the teams. KAIZEN is into the mid section, going from the mid doors to the pyramids to the A side, and as they're moving to the A side, they know what they're going to do. They know their movement, they know their location, and at that same time, mid who's going to try his level best. Zeno eliminated Myth, and at that same time, 6 Flick Wide eliminated Zeno. The fight is again a 3 versus 4 situation. The KZ having the upper hand, and on top of that, another player. Chamber has been eliminated. A one-head shot from the Viper could have eliminated Agent AK as well, but only one shot could have made in time. OPM is with that Marshall as well. Once again, the Marshall is out over there. One shot, two shots, and that headshot elimination. The fight is at 3 versus 1. Sova has to be really careful. One shot onto the Sova. Paradox finally getting shredded out as well. OPM with that Marshall once more. He's just gonna buy time. This guy actually is gonna buy time, and there we have it. Dino finally manages to get that time on for themselves. KAIZEN Esports winning this fight as well, making the whole fight, the whole 2 rounds of the matches that came out into their favors, winning the best of 3 for themselves. The way that these players actually executed, it's just amazing. I have to give it to the KZ once again. OPM and Shitters, again, the MVPs with 278 and 277 average combat score each, and respectively with 21 kills. Xeno, on the other hand, 260 average combat score, 19 kills. Agent AK as a Viper, 15 kills, 184 average combat score. Dino TV with 172 average combat score and only 12 kills. We're seeing that the last, the bottom fragger from the team KAIZEN still has more kills from the second last of the team EXE as well. In which case, team EXE, the Viper, 240 combat score, 18 kills, 16 kills for the 6 Flick White. He has a Jet, 215 combat score, Devil May Cry, 185 combat score, 13 kill, 10 and 10 kill for Myth and Paradox respectively, with 146 and 144 average combat score as well. So it was amazing. Team KAIZEN Esports just use that opportunity, utilize each and every single utilities for themselves, opportunities for themselves as they move from the cave side, and as the defender, when they were in the defender side, they hold out that cave beautifully. They were just amazing over to the end, and when it was their time to actually attack, they knew that the cave is going to be defended, and even after knowing that, they still manages to get into that sections. They still wanted to go into the cave. They still manages to pull out from that cave, even if they had to take a detour, the rope, midwoods and everything. But still, it was just amazing. The shop, the cave section, all 5 of them straight up going for that aggressive mode. It was amazing. But Team EXE, they played really well. If I have to talk about their first round into the first fracture map, they actually did a beautiful job, making the fight a 2-10 into their favor with the 10 points lead, 8 points actually lead. And after that, after the switching of the sides, the team KAIZEN actually read their moment. They knew what was going to happen. They knew what to do. And from that point, Team KAIZEN made their comeback, made their area of utilities, areas of favorism into that area, making sure that no one was not gonna actually make sure. They was gonna make sure that no one stood a chance. They were holding out their position as an attacker, as a defender. They were making sure that each and every bullet was on point. But for now, that was all for today. KAIZEN, once again, we saw the last time they won the last one of matches as well. But once again, for today matches, they already won this one as well with a 2-0 point difference. And that is all for today. And if you did like the casting, if you did like the commentary, my Instagram is right below there at Torrix_1. You can follow me over there. And that was all for the Global Esports Valorant Underground scrims for today, on which we saw Team EXE and Team KAIZEN fight against each other. We will see you on to the next time with new teams, with the new faces from the players as well. Until the next time, take care and peace out.